G'day guys, my name's Nick and this is my channel LowRangeNick, where I do videos about four-wheel driving, accessory fitting and maintenance for your four-wheel drive vehicle. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to fit these new SCF rock sliders to the MU-X. So I'm going to show you how to take the standard side steps off and then how to fit these. Okay guys, so these are a Southern Cross Fabworks rock slider. So for the MU-X I've chosen the flat step rock slider with checker plate on top. The paint job on these sliders is Sahara black, so it's actually a textured finish. I think over time it'll be a lot better coating for these sliders and it'll hopefully make them last a really long time. So on all my other four-wheel drives I've always left rock sliders right to the end of the build, and that is a really stupid decision because in most of the cases on almost all of my other four-wheel drives I've damaged the side sills or done some sort of damage that could have been prevented by having a good set of rock sliders. Alright guys, so let's get into the install. So I'm going to rip off these standard side steps. I'm going to chuck these SCF rock sliders onto the MU-X. So just underneath the car now, and you can see the 12mm there, 12mm up there, and there is three of those brackets. So there's 12mm there, 12mm there on the middle bracket. And then right down the end there, you've got another 12mm and another 12mm up the top. So pretty much once I get these bolts out, I'll be able to manoeuvre that side step off and get it right out of the way. Now I've got the side step off, I've got to rip the standard plastic under tray off because there's two bolts just up here on the cross member that we need to access for the rock sliders to bolt to. I'll just take this off now. So now you can see these two bolts here on the front cross member. So just got to take these two bolts out so we can bolt the slider up to that. Alrighty, so now I've got those bolts out. Now it's time to take the bolts out of the sliders. So take these bolts out and then try to lift them up by myself. If I can't lift it up by myself, I might have to use a couple of jacks to assist me, but see how we go. I'm going to try and lie underneath it and then just try and lift it with my arms up into place till they hook over the chassis, and then hopefully I'll be able to just slide a bolt through and that'll hold it up. There you go guys, it's sitting on there now. Just got the bolts sitting there loosely. So there's the rear rock slider mount, so I've just got the bolt through there which goes through the centre of the chassis. This is the middle rock slider mount, so you've got the bolt there that goes over the top of the chassis to hold it in. There's the front rock slider mount which bolts up to the cross member. So I'm just going to have to push that up a bit more and try and pull it across a little bit to line up those holes and put the standard cross member bolts back in. So now I've tightened up these front cross member bolts which holds the front mount for the sliders. I'm just going to tighten the other two. So I'm just going to do a measurement between the standard side step and the ground, and then also a measurement between the rock slider and the ground when I fit them. Just out of curiosity, just so I can see whether I've gained clearance under the sills by fitting the rock sliders, or whether I've lost clearance, or whether it's stayed the same. So from the ground to the bottom of the actual sill, it's about 450 millimeters. So from the ground to the bottom of the standard side step, it's about 370 millimeters. From the ground to the bottom of the rock slider is about 405 millimeters. So I think we've actually gained about 30-35 mil of clearance under here, and also protecting our sills. So this side is all fitted now. I think it looks bloody awesome. So I'm just going to jump onto the other side, smash that out, and then I'll show you the finished product. So you can see this left-hand middle bracket, it fits right behind those lines and the fuel lines and the wiring really nicely. So just on the rear bracket, on the left-hand side, just a couple of little lines here that you got to bend up. So you just need to bend them up out of the way, and then it just clears the bolt that goes through the chassis. So now I've got the sliders on, I can chuck this under tray back on. So I'll throw this under tray back up, and then I'll give you a good look over the new sliders. Well, thanks for watching, guys. The sliders are all fitted now. I think they look really good, and they're going to protect those side sills really well. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more four-wheel driving and accessory fitting videos. Cheers!